I don't know if I really understood like the playbook. Like, what are we doing? And why are these cameras in my face? Hi.
Hi, nice to see you again.
No, it's awesome.
You've been on the show. This is now your second season, and Potomac, your second season just aired, and you already have this fan base. So what was it like being able to connect with them?
So I still don't see myself as like a housewife. I don't know. I just don't, when I see the fans, I'm like, oh, hi, people, like you guys know me more than I know you, but I don't really see us, I don't know. It's just kind of like, hi, like meeting a new person. I do that on a daily basis. Like when I'm here, I see fans everywhere we go. And so it's just, BravoCon was just magnified.
And one thing I have to ask you now, the thing about Potomac that I think is really unique is that it is really showing kind of this Black elite society that many of us who know the DMV know exists, but a lot of people don't and haven't seen in their houses and haven't seen them on television. And I think one thing that's really beautiful is that you were open up about your own truth and showing something that is common to Black people, regardless of class and background. So what was that like, showing that, I am this Black girl and I am this boss, but I also have family problems because I'm human?
Yeah, that's a really powerful statement, right? It's a lot of moving parts to it. But I will tell you, there are times where I'm like, okay, we're not going to talk about this. I am very, very conscious of my mom and keeping her healthy and positive. And she's such a beautiful, powerful queen in herself. And she battles with this on a daily basis. And so having to hear it and relive it can be challenging for her. But she also finds power in knowing that, okay, she may have messed up, but she birthed a young princess who is now, going out and saving people and also helping people just know that we're not alone, And one of the things within our community is that we don't talk about this in our, you know what I mean? Like mental health, addiction, abuse is just not something that we talk about inside of our households. I don't know why. So I think, I'm very adamant about continuing to just try to break that stigma that it is okay to talk about generational traumas and generational curses. And in order to overcome them, you must be aware of them so you can identify the signs and so you can conquer, and we can just continue to, each generation will get better and better. But we have got to be transparent with ourselves.
Now, getting into Potomac, what makes this season different from your first season joining this cast?
Oh, okay. First season, I was like, hey, hi, I'm Mia. Nice to meet you. I was like, okay, what exactly am I signing up for here? I don't know if I really understood like the playbook. Like, what are we doing? And why are these cameras in my face? And okay, I literally thought that you were just going to follow me around and you catch what you catch. And I don't have to talk to these people I don't talk to them, right? So coming into the second season, I just felt like a little bit more organized, right? I knew what I was getting into. I knew the time commitment. I knew what I needed to do from the business front in order for me to be present and have fun with these girls. It was more so just, and then also too, I had the opportunity to really start building relationships with these women. A lot. I actually have like, I just can't imagine life without them now. You know what I mean? Like they're just like my new sisters. But of course, first season, I didn't know anything about them. So it was kind of like, okay, watch my six. I had a good season. I feel like I'm having fun. I feel like I'm able to just be more myself. And there's like no stress, not stressed at all.
Now, after seeing Candace's fourth wall, how would you react in that situation? I mean, obviously, you're a wife and you're signing up for this, but your husband who didn't sign up for it, what is that like?
Listen, kudos to Candace. Okay. I know that our relationship is kind of like weird and we're intermingled in this wild, like up and down roller coaster, but homegirl, I said, yes, yes, yes. And I cannot wait to get some shirts made that says, where's Eric? Okay. Where's Eric? Eric with the DMV accent. Eric. I was like, okay, yeah, we're from the DMV. But it's just, I think I have respect for her in that moment. If we don't protect our husbands and our children and our lives, then who will? So good for her for doing it. I was shocked to see that she did that because she is so good with her words, and that was a great opportunity for her to reach Giselle up and down, right? But I felt like they might have just caught her so off guard. And one of the things that, especially Sagittarian women, like I'm a Sag, so I get her. When we feel like we're under attack, or when our like lion's nest is under attack, we just cry. We get very emotional, but we fight back. So Giselle better watch it. It's coming. Okay, it's gonna come.
But with the season having such a fiery start, I mean, you guys started with a bang. Like, there's been no moment without us being entertained as viewers. And I know you can't give us any spoilers, obviously, but what can fans expect from this season?
Oh gosh, it's so many moments. It's a lot going on. I was in it and I was like, okay, what is going on? I was like, okay, huh? Like, I had no idea Candace left the dance party. I looked up, I'm like, okay, I was just trying to mind my business. We go and take these trips. We go international. Thank goodness we are outside. I was like, woo, so airport, plane. I mean, it's like never a dull moment. And I'm like, Jiminy Crickets. Like, that's exactly what I think inside all the time. I'm like, woo, here we go. Sometimes it's funny because when we were on our trip, I would wake up and before I even moved, I'll be like, okay, what are we doing today? Who's going to get it today?
What made you want to join the Real Housewives?
So I've been dodging reality TV for about a decade. Okay. I did not want to do I have a lot of friends who are on platforms and kudos to them. I've seen the behind the scenes. I think they were nuts then. Now I think I'm nuts. Right. I think it was just more so you guys caught me at a good time. I was at home, was bored out my mind, and I couldn't go anywhere. I was like, okay, if I was going to do reality, I would definitely do Bravo, right? There are other networks that I'm like, oh, okay, this is great. Just not quite sure if it aligns with my brand. I have to be very conscious that I do represent a franchise organization. And I don't have, there's other people who own these businesses that they obviously don't want someone that doesn't represent or align with the standards, right? And so I have to be very, very careful within that, which is why I have been always so, no. But here we are, and I'm in full force. And I also, it's funny because Gordon says, Mia, you're being exactly who you are. Exactly, because I can't change that, and some fans love it, some hate it. At the end of the day, I'm just like, it's just me. But for the most part, I would say there's a lot of love. I walk out my door and I am like met with open arms. And I'm gonna tell you, Potomac, DMV, Bethesda, this is it. Like, there's a lot of love in the city, and I'm really happy for the girls, and I'm excited for what's to come.
Well, thank you so much for your time. I so appreciated this conversation and interview, and I'm so excited for us to see the rest of the season.
Yay, tune in. Thank you so much for supporting us.